for sitting in with us tonight. We've had two amazing theater companies come and share some information about what they're doing and the great programs that they've got going on. And I just want to let everybody know, if you have a theater company, you're working with a theater company, this is free publicity for community theater. That's what we're here for at SARTA. That's what we want to do. We want to help you get the word out so that you can get your programs out to all the people that are out here, so that you can get, we're serious about the butts in seats. We want to get the butts in seats so they can see these great productions that you're putting on. We're going to go on now with our regular This Week at the Theater. So let me start going through a few things. This Week at the Theater, just a reminder to check back in with us on the big day of giving, because we are going to have some amazing things going on that day too. So let me start at the top of my list here and take a look at, let's see. Let me see if I can arrange this so that I can see what you see. Do you see what I see? I hope you can. So while I'm sorting that out, excuse me a moment, so that I can see what's happening here. I just want to talk to you a little bit about SARTA and some of SARTA's programs. We're going to be participating in the Big Day of Giving like so many others. And with that, we're going to be raising money for our scholarship program, which is, one of those that we've started this year to raise money and support our community theaters that offer workshops and summer programs and things like that for the children that that they work with. It should be an exciting time to be able to raise some extra money, raise some awareness, get some information out to our community theaters to let them know what's going on in our world. So hopefully you'll be able to join us on May 5th, which is Thursday. We're going to start at 3 p.m, and we're going to go until midnight. That's my plan so far. Let's see how long we last. But it should be a great time. We're going to play some games. I've got some musical theater trivia queued up for us to play. We're going to play a game of Among Us during that time, because, we'll talk about some theater too, but we're going to play some games and it should be fun. We're going to have several different community conversations that are going to come on. We're going to have a couple live community conversations coming up. I just scheduled one with the Davis Musical Theater Company, so they'll be sharing with us that day. Plus, we'll be talking about all the other cool things that are going on in the theater world, because it's Thursday and we're doing This Week at the Theater on that night too. So we'll let you know all the different things that have come in. If you're joining us out there and you've never, been here before, hi, welcome. This is This Week at the Theater, brought to you by the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. That's SARTA. You can find us at sarta.com. You can email us at sarta@sarta.com. You can find us on Twitch. You can find us here on Twitter. On Twitter. You can find us here on Twitch. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us here and there. You can find us anywhere. We are very much the Sam I Am of social media right now. So come and find us. If you're here with us in this Twitch stream, please press the follow button and follow us and like us and say hi. I've got my friendly volunteers out there who are checking in on chat. So if there's something you need to ask, you have a question about some of the theater, by all means, please ask me. I'm happy to share with you what little bit that I may know. And if I don't know, I'll go find it out. We each week feature what's coming up in local theaters in our area. So I want to start out with, and I'm going to let my volunteer change my slides for me, and then I'll just start talking. So go ahead, give me the next one. And I will share with you what's coming up. because I've got a couple of different things. Oh, I need to tell you about the website. Please make sure you join us, sarda@sarda.com. Visit our website. We've got some special events. Oh, yes, let's stop there. I appreciate this one. This is the Verdi Requiem. The symphony is returning. We are finally coming out from under pandemic mode. Yay, pandemic mode. And we can get back together again. So the symphony and chorus is getting together to do a benefit in the memory of Biba Caggiano. If you don't know who Biba was, she was a restaurateur here in town for decades. Her restaurant Biba's, and she had a show on KVIE featuring Italian cooking. She's published several cookbooks. The woman was amazing. If you ever had the pleasure of going to her restaurant while she was still with us, she was always there. She would come to your table and ask you how your meal was. Just a dear woman. So they're offering Verdi's Requiem in memory, in loving memory of Biba Caggiano. So if you have an opportunity, this is playing May 14th at 8 p.m. It's a Saturday. The symphony is returning. So get your tickets to the symphony and the Sacramento Choral Society. Okay, what do we have next? I just want to turn my page. Let's see, what's the next thing? What do we have next, Crack Volunteer? We've got some help wanted. Oh, yeah. We had a chance to talk with these people, at least I did earlier today. The Woodland Opera House, historic Woodland Opera House. They have just celebrated their 125th year anniversary. Got to hear some great things about it. They will be joining us next week on our This Week at the Theater for our community conversation. But they need some folks. They're looking to hire some folks. They have a couple job postings. One is for a summer camp educator, which is needed. They're looking for an experienced theater educator. So if you've had experience teaching dance, music, acting, any of those things, you might want to consider putting in your resume. They want them for their annual summer camp program, which is called Showbiz Kids. So you'll be working with children. This position will work with staff and students to teach classes, musical choreography, acting, and staging for a fully produced review. So you're going to be hired to help put on this whole summer camp program, which is going to culminate in an actual theater production for the children. These are always so much fun. So if you think you have the chops for this, please send your resume off to the Woodland Opera House for their summer camp educator. The other posting they've got is for outreach educators. When I was talking to Woodland Opera House earlier today, they were sharing with me all of the outreach opportunities that they're trying to have. And they're going out to the schools in their community to share what's going on at the Opera House. So they're bringing dance, they're bringing music, they're bringing acting classes and opportunities. They're bringing productions to the elementary schools in that area that they're in Yolo County. This is something that a lot of schools don't get to have because a lot of schools just frankly don't have the funding for this. So this is an important piece of their outreach that they're doing from the Woodland Opera House, but they need some outreach educators. So this one reads, they're currently seeking talented and proactive individuals for their theater and dance annexes outreach program. These positions are part-time and represent the Woodland Opera House off-site at local elementary schools and middle schools in the community. This position may also have an opportunity to serve as an office backup when needed at either the box office or the theater and dance annex that would provide more hours. So this could be a little expandable. They're looking for more than one person, so they're hiring a couple of people in this position. So again, if you've got some expertise in this, brush off that resume and get it into them so that you can, have an opportunity to share at the summer camp or the education outreach positions at Woodland Opera House. All right. Thank you. If for more information, you can also go to their website and check on that too. What's our next slide, my friends? Oh, is it time to get those headshots and resumes together? It's audition time. This one's going to be exciting. This is going to be Theater and Dance Annex. This is at the Woodland Opera House. They're doing a production of In the Heights. If you haven't seen this, this is a production written and music by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's an amazing show, very catchy music. Auditions are going to be on Sunday, May 1st for In the Heights out at the Theater and Dance Annex in Woodland. Let's see, what else do we have? What's our next one? Oh, you know, I think the next one should be Mousetrap, which is how, no, we have something else from the Woodland Opera House. Sorry. Keep going. Because, okay. We have some more auditions. Godspell Junior and Broadway Bound are happening. So let's talk about the Godspell Junior auditions. These are going to be on June 4th at the Woodland Opera House. This is the young people's production. Children between the ages of 11 and 18 will be auditioning for this, for Godspell Junior. And if you can roll to the next one for me. Broadway Bound is also being auditioned for. If you audition for these, you'll audition for both the vocal and the dance auditions, and then, you know, they will go ahead and place folks. The auditions for this one are going to be May 24th and May 25th for Broadway Bound. This is an elite ambassador performance group, the Broadway Bound troupe that they're putting together. So if you want to audition for either one of those, make sure you check in at the Woodland Opera House's website to get more information on both of these auditions for Godspell Junior and Broadway Bound. Okay, I think we're up to now playing. So let's see what's happening in the theater this week. If you have, oh, sorry, I forgot Volcano's auditions. They are auditioning for Mousetrap. This is an Agatha Christie story, and if you've never read it before, it's pretty hysterical. It's funny and it's mysterious, and it's great tongue-in-cheek fun. These are happening this coming week, April 24th and April 25th. So Sunday and Monday are the auditions for Mousetrap by Agatha Christie. This is up at the Volcano Theater Company. I told you before, if you've never been up to Volcano, you need to treat yourself and go up there and check out their theaters. They have an open air theater that is just amazing. You sit out under the big pine trees at night to see your productions, and it's just gorgeous. I've been a couple times now, and it is just a fantastic theater. So they're going to have the auditions at the Cobblestone Theater, which is directly across the street from the big amphitheater, for Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap. That's this weekend. So get in there and get your auditions in there so you can see if you can be a part of that great production. All right, now we should be up to now playing. What's going on actually this week at the theater? See, I knew it. Thought I had these memorized. This is the final weekend. If you have not seen it, you better go, because after this weekend, it's gone. Sutter Street Theater is doing The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which most of us have either seen these movies, read these books, or both. It's a great production. It's going to close this weekend. April 24th will be their last production, that's showing Saturdays and Sundays at 1 o'clock. So go online and make your reservation of Sutter Street Theater's production of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think our next now playing is called Strange is Love. Yep, it certainly is. This is put on by the Artist Collective, and it's playing right now at the Uli Theater downtown. It will be closed. It's got another week, so it's not closing yet, but you might want to get in there and get your tickets. The Uli is a small theater, so it sells out fast. So get your tickets for Strange is Love by EMH Productions and the Artist Collective playing at the Uli Theater. The Sacramento Theater Company is promoting a special event. They are delighted to welcome back Miss Nicole Sterling. And she's going to be on their main stage production upcoming for Mamma Mia. So it's only playing for one weekend. So if you really enjoy the music of ABBA, you want to see this, you got to get out there this weekend. It's April 22nd, it starts tomorrow, and it'll play through Sunday, the 24th. Our next production is by Resurrection Theater, and it's called The Sleeper. The Sleeper. It says, on the surface, Gretchen is a housewife, bored with a lackluster marriage and life. Matthew, her son's newly hired tour, sparks out in flame, and Gretchen opens her eyes to a world of pleasure and politics and radical ideologies. Sounds pretty good so far. This is playing this weekend, and it runs on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. for 4 weekends. It's playing at the Wilkerson Theater, which is in the 25th and R Street complex in Midtown Sacramento. They can't wait to see your faces there for The Sleeper. The next now playing we have is from Theater in the Heights, and it's called I Hate Shakespeare. It's directed by Blake Flores, and it says, at least that's what the audience thinks until they get a rip-roaring rundown of Shakespeare classics with zombies, talking cows, and an appearance by Jerry Springer. I Hate Shakespeare is a hilarious and fast-paced introduction to Shakespeare with a modern twist. So if you want to get tickets for this performance, I Hate Shakespeare, it's playing Saturdays, Sundays, and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, Fridays and Saturdays at 8, and Sundays at 4 o'clock. You can see I Hate Shakespeare. Our next one sounds like great fun. Get the little ones and the ones that are young at heart and take them to see The Adventures of Super Bunny at Sutter Street Theater. This is happening on April 22nd, so it opens tomorrow, and it'll be playing through May 1st. It's going to be Fridays at 4 and Saturdays and Sundays at 1. All of the vegetables in New York City have strangely disappeared. The Adventures of Super Bunny is educational too. It talks about healthy eating and environmental awareness and some consequences for one's actions, self-motivation, courage, and confidence. So it's just a wonderful, uplifting time for anyone in the family. Go see The Adventures of Super Bunny. Oh my goodness. How many people saw Madagascar? Well, this is Madagascar the musical. This is going to be in production at Woodland Opera House again. This is one of their youth shows. It's playing right now. And when I was talking to the folks from Woodland Opera House earlier today, they said it's absolutely hysterical and the music is great fun. So I'm probably going to have to go and see this. It opens tomorrow, April 22nd, and it's going to be playing through May 8th. So go see Madagascar so you can move it, okay? Another one playing at the Winters Theater Company. This is called Spring Fling, and it's an evening of short plays and stories and music. And it's going to be just a one evening celebration. This is going to be April 23rd, this Saturday at 8 o'clock. And then it's over. So don't miss it. If you want to get there to Winters Theater Company, it's at their historic Theater in Winters. It's another one of these theater buildings. It's built in the late 1800s and has survived through to today. So if for no other reason than you're appreciating some of our California gold that we have here and some of these amazing theaters that we've got, these historic theaters we've got, you need to go and see this show, Spring Fling Pop-Up Show at the Winters Theater Company. Then I'm going to turn around and send you right back to Volcano, because at the Cobblestone Theater in Volcano, they're presenting a production called Love Letters. This is by A.R. Gurney. This also opens tomorrow, the 22nd, and it will be playing through May 15th at the Cobblestone Theater in historic Volcano. So this is on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8, and Saturday and Sunday they have matinees at 2 o'clock. They've got plenty of tickets available. The little Cobblestone Theater is wonderfully quaint and lovely, so get up there to see that. The next one is As Above, So Below, and this is presented by Empire Arts Collective. They have in here that's a devised a play, and it's directed by Lily Tanner. This is a brand new play, and it was created by an ensemble of actors and writers. So this was really a participation piece by all of them. The show uses a mythic lens to explore what it means to be an emotionally integrated person, both as an individual and as a member of a community. So for more information on this one, go to their website, empireartscollective.com. You can follow them on Instagram, As Above, So Below. We haven't heard from them in a while, but I'm so glad to see our folks from Burke Junction are back. So this is live at the stage at Burke Junction. They're doing a production called All My Sons. This is by Arthur Miller. And if you've ever enjoyed any of Arthur Miller's plays, you may be more familiar with Death of a Salesman. That is like a classic that has been done over and over and over and made into movies and things like that. Arthur Miller writes these poignant dramas that just capture your heart. All My Sons will be very much like that. And it's, you know, the synopsis says, how far would a man go to protect his family, his interests, and his legacy? This will be on stage at Burke Junction. Arthur Miller's classic, All My Sons. This is opening April 22nd, again tomorrow, and will be playing through the 15th of May. Coming soon. What's coming up at the theater? Well, we've got a lot of things that are happening pretty soon. The first one's going to be Clue, the musical. Who knew they made this game into a musical? But they did. So it's interactive. You get to help solve the mystery. And it says here, the first person to solve the mystery each night wins 2 passes to the Red Door escape room. So there's cool things in it. If you've never done an escape room before, you really need to do it. They are quite fun. So you don't want to miss the musical with over 200 possible endings. Oh my gosh, this could be astounding. So solve the mystery of who, what, and where. This is running from May 6th to May 22nd. So get ready. The Sacramento Theater Company is presenting Clue. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead and change the slide because I'll talk about the play that goes wrong next. This is written by Henry Lewis and Jonathan Sayer and Henry Shields. And the play that goes wrong, it's touted to be Broadway's funniest smash hit. And it's an Oliver Award-winning show. It's a comedy. It's a hybrid of, they call it, of Monty Python and Sherlock Holmes. Let me think about that for a minute. Monty Python does Sherlock Holmes. That could be creative and funny and just outrageous. So welcome to opening night of the Murder at Haversham Manor, where things quickly go from bad to utterly disastrous. So this is an explosion of comedy, they say. So this is going to be playing from April 29th. So this is open in another week until May 29th. Well, that's easy to remember, from the 29th to the 29th. The Play That Goes Wrong. So for reservations for this one, you contact Sutter Street Theater for your spot for The Play That Goes Wrong. The next one is Native Gardens. This is by Vacancy Art Collective, and it's by Karen Zacharias. This is the first event through Davis Shakespeare Festival's current projects, Vacancy Art Collective, and its mission is to cultivate community joy by aligning socially conscious art with equitable practice. So this is going to represent the identities of artists and the team members involved in all the productions. There will be a reception that goes along with this one, and it will open on April 30th. Coming to Celebration Arts. Whoops, we're a little ahead of ourselves here. There we go. Thank you. Because we got to talk about Living Fat first. Living Fat is directed by Michael Benjamin, and it's written by Judy Ann Manson. It's based on sort of a 70s sitcom for the stage format, where a poor family in the southern town comes across a sudden windfall. Well, does the family enjoy the cash or give it back? So we've got a moral dilemma with this one. So it might be fun to go and see that comedy, Living Fat. Placer Community Theater is going to have their production of Murders in the Air. Yes, that is spelled that way for a reason. Coming, and the show's going to run from May 6th to May 16th. Again, that's Placer Community Theater. It says, spread the love and take your mom to a great show. This is coming up during the time of Mother's Day, so you're going to want to think about this. Maybe this would be a great Mother's Day present to take her to see a really fun comedy, and then, out to dinner or something like that. Placer Community Theater is presenting it. The show has a lot of support, and so many of our theaters are putting in now that they're starting to relax some of their COVID guidelines. So they're saying that they strongly recommend that you should be fully vaccinated and wear a mask while at the events, but their new policy is just for recommendations. They're not requiring you to wear your mask in the theater anymore. So always check with the theater to find out what their protocols are on that. We're still dealing with pandemic, folks. So, just when we don't want to let our guard down and have anyone get ill. So use your best caution for that. Coming to DMTC will be Evita, and this will be playing from April 29th until May 22nd. This is a Tony Award-winning musical. You've probably heard music from this before. It's got the score is done by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, who are just an amazing writing team. You can get your tickets from the Davis Musical Theater Company for Evita. Coming to the Sutter Street Theater will be Sarah, Plain and Tall. This will open on May 7th and play through May 29th at Sutter Street Theater. So if you'd like to see Sarah, Plain and Tall, make sure you get in there and get your tickets for that. Another one of our theaters that's, in our more outlying areas is Lincoln Theater Company. They're putting up a production of Blithe Spirit. This one's by Noel Coward, another famous classic playwright in the American playwright genre. This will be performed at the Lincoln Civic Auditorium. This will start on May 20th and it will run through June 5th. It's a great comedy, Blithe Spirit, by Noel Coward. Let's see, I think our next one is, Decisions Heights. This is put on by City Theater at Sacramento City College. And I want to make sure, I want to see if I have the write-up on this one, because it should be a very cool Oh yeah, here we go. This says it's a smart, emotional, and witty World War II production. Decision Height by Meredith Dana Levy and Lorianne Lapp is directing the play about the often overlooked heroes, the women Air Force service pilots. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, this should be interesting. There are so many great locally produced historic pieces being put on. Placer Community Repertory Theater was just talking about the same kind of thing. So this production is going to open on April 28th and it plays through May 7th. So please get your tickets if you've never been to the Art Court Theater. It's an amazing theater. I have acted in that theater. It's a great theater space over at Sacramento City College in the heart of Sacramento, right across from William Land Park for Decision Height. Let's see, what's next? Should be, yeah, it's Soon the Rains Will Come. This is again, an ecologically uplifting play, talking to people about why we need to save our rainforest. This is playing from May 6th through the 14th. And it says it takes a look at why we should save our rainforest and what could happen if we don't. And this is through the eyes of the creatures that live there. We're not just taking away oxygen and things like that from our environment, we're taking away their environment too. So a little more politically active and environmentally poignant play, Soon the Rains Will Come. And then I think my final, I've got two more coming soon. This is a great one. This one's kind of hysterical. The People's Trial, pardon me, of Golden Aloysius Locks. Golden Aloysius Locks. This is going to open on April 30th, pardon me, and it's going to close on May 15th. This is the People's Trial of Golden Aloysius Locks, and it says, did you hear? Goldilocks has been arrested for her alleged crimes against the three bears. Well, this should be fun. This is put on by the Treehouse Players, and you can get your tickets by going to their website and checking it out. The People's Trial of Golden Aloysius Locks. And last but never least, I think we have another one from the Woodland Opera House. Yep, they're going to put up a production this summer of Bye Bye Birdie. And Bye Bye Birdie is a great one. It was done as a movie many years ago, and the music still resonates with us. This is going to be in production this summer, June 17th until July 10th. So on those summer months when it's really hot out here, you can go into a nice cool theater and see Bye Bye Birdie. So it's going to be playing Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and then Sundays at 2 o'clock. All right, I do believe that's the bottom of my list. Oh my God, we did it all. Please, 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 if you haven't already done so, follow us on Facebook. If you're sitting here on Twitch with me, like us and follow us here also, so that you'll get the notifications on Thursdays or any other time that I show up to share friends with you, that we're here doing something, talking to you. And you can always talk back to me too. My amazing volunteers are always looking to see if you've got questions or anything that you need to know, something you need to share. Hi, Adam, 1984, welcome. Hi, Tech Wiz, I saw you on there too, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you joined us. I've got nothing else for you unless you've got something else for me. My parting commentary to you is always, I'll see you at the theater. Go and see something amazing this weekend. And don't forget about the big day of giving. I'll be back again to talk to you. Have a great evening, you guys.